Alright guys, quick video for you on my custom repurposed scavenge tanks. These are the stock scavenge tanks that mount to the stock turbos on the 955 4.5 liter turbo Cayenne. And what I did is I just modified them a little bit so that I can reuse them. They're a really good design. They're made out of cast aluminum. They are designed to work at up to 45 degrees in any direction because that's what the Cayenne is designed for. I could have made new ones, but it was not a lot of work to repurpose these, so that's what I decided to do. This is going to be the passenger side. On the passenger side, the turbo sits right above the front differential, so there is no room. I had to offset it a little bit. The turbo itself is tilted about 5 degrees out towards the wheel, and that gets me a little bit of angle. And then I got a custom bend here that I made. This is 1-inch 065 wall 6061 T6. All these flanges, these two and these two, I bought off of eBay. They're also 6061, like $5 a piece. This bend right here started life as a U-bend. It was actually pretty expensive. I think it was about 27 bucks. These two fittings right here, M16 1.5 pitch to a 6AN. Same with these. This one is an anodized fitting that I used because I ran out. That's why it looks a little different than this one. This is a Earl's raw aluminum. It didn't come anodized. I didn't strip the anodizing off of this one. I should have, because it welds like shit if you don't. They're all TIG welded. Basically on this one, just really quickly, it's going to sit in the car like this. Hangs off to the side. This is the vent line that comes from the crankcase pressure, more or less. Originates from the valve cover, the passenger side valve cover. Same with this one. This vent line also originates from the passenger side valve cover. These two lines, of course, for the drains, they go to the suction pump, that's scavenge pump, that's incorporated into the front of the engine, right underneath the crank pulley. Basically, this one had a fat riser right here. These both also had risers kind of like this piece right here. I cut them off flush to get a little bit more clearance for my fittings and my lines, and then just welded these AN fittings on. These ones screw right in, of course. This is the old drain plug where these used to bolt up to the old turbo center cartridge. Now this one, the only place it bolts up is to the new turbo, right here. That's it. So, it worked out really well. This one is going to be the driver's side. I was able to just come straight down off the turbo and clock these fittings a little bit before I welded it up. Same tube that I got out of the U-bend. This bolt right here is going to be accessed through the original plug for the original access. I cut about an inch off of this end of the scavenge tank to make clearance next to the frame for when the motor rotates or torques up. This is a piece of 1/4-inch aluminum, 6061 as well. All TIG welded. Had another brass freeze plug or casting plug or whatever it is that was right here, and that's why you see a big wad of weld metal. I had to fill that up. That's all. Pretty simple. This one sits on the driver's side turbo just like this. It worked out really good. So I'm super happy that I was able to repurpose these. The best part about them, I think, is that they have a nice thin cross section right here that that basically separates the vent from the holding area for the turbocharger drain oil. This is pretty thick cast aluminum, so as you can imagine, this little passageway right here between the vent area and the suction area, it's pretty small. I would guess it's no more than a 1/4 inch thick, if that. They do have a little bit of shape inside and some channeling to direct the drain oil over to the scavenge side. Welded them with 40-43 rod, 1/16 rod, and this one I think I actually twisted 2 rods together because it was a bigger weld. Preheated them to about 400 degrees, as hot as my heat gun would get on high, and then I cooled them off really slowly, probably over the course of about 2 to 3 hours in a blanket. They welded beautifully and I didn't have any cracks, so there you have it.